I know.
And then I wind up squinting.
I know.
Okay, so what does that look like?
You don't look trustworthy if you're squinting.
Hey, listen.
Juwan, Zaire both were here a year ago in spring. What's the difference for them now? Because it looks like they're obviously working in pretty well.
When they're acclimated, I truly believe that it takes a little bit of time for guys to get acclimated to it. We saw Juwan, start the season off slow, while Zaire redshirted, and Juwan became a mainstay or a fixture late in the season. I think he's picked up in spring where he left off, and that's good. But I think it's a process. The one thing that I'm encouraging those guys to do is, not count the days, make the days count. I surely believe right now that's exactly what those guys are saying.
What does Juwan need to show you that he didn't show? How can he grow? What does he need to do this year he didn't do last year?
In every way. I think, the ability to lock up and cover consistently. In this conference, you got to have, guys on the perimeter that allow you to do different things inside. And I think now we're growing towards that with guys like Bryce and Willie. We're older, and with Ferg out there as well. You start talking about Donovan Sheffield. I think what's happened is this: these guys have grown up together. So when you add a Juwan Williams and a Zaire Jones to that safety group, or Juwan to that corners group, I just think we're just getting older. And so now I really need these guys to catch up to the older guys. Okay, play smart football. Don't put us in harm's way. Be physical. Be relentless. Okay, and do it now. And as young guys, they don't have time. So that's the only thing they're running out of is time.
In the same respect to true freshmen that have Tate and Javante, how have they done that first year?
They shown up. When you watch these guys are fast, they're athletic, and they're good football players. Exactly what we thought, we had when we recruited these guys. And it's transferred from the class to the grads, and that's important. As I'm here longer, as our coaching staff is here longer, we're getting more guys that fit exactly who we are and what we do. And watching these two guys play, they can play for us this year. So it's just about getting those guys ready to play.
Deuce got a whole lot of reps today. What's the value in him getting some time? Obviously last year there wasn't as many reps to go around.
Yeah, I've seen Deuce and Sean, and both of those guys have done, well for us. Listen, we got competition, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for competition at every position. I think every position out here has gotten better. Offensive line, running backs, receivers as I look at it. Even though we're not as deep as we want to be, we're better. Tight ends, we're better. I think what we have to do is just continue to challenge one another. Offense to defense. If we can, beat these guys every day, then that's what we're going to do. If offense beats us every day, that's what they want to do. And I think if we both bring that mentality to the table, along with that mentality to compete in special teams, this group gets better. Okay, right now, we're 4 practices in. We've only got 11 to go, and we're going to make them all count. And as you saw today, when we finished with that scrimmage, it's competitive. It's going to get competitive, and that's exactly what I want from this group. Control scrimmages that allow us to get better.
1 or 2 more questions.
Coach, Cal has a red jersey on. Is that for maybe a minor injury or something, or is that just for protection?
Cal has a red jersey on because I put it on him. So when it's all said and done, I want to protect every commodity I have. Stan Cabbage has a jersey on too. He's fully clear and fully healthy. I just want to make sure that I can protect these guys and keep some of these bulls in the china shop, some of these big guys, some of these guys are colorblind. I really got to make sure that they can see bright colors and stay off my quarterback.
1 more question.
Defensive line-wise, you talk about the younger guys like Tid, Birchmeyer. Where do you see those guys in your rotation so far?
Those guys have shown well. They're strong, they're physical. That year for them, they came in strong, but now they're bigger. They're just learning how to work the way we want to work. But I saw some things from them a year ago, looking at them on the scout side, okay, or the look squad, that made me realize that those guys were going to play. And now they're coming at the right time because as I've had some guys leave, as I've had Jay Woods come back, Nephi is senior, okay, I've got a second wave of guys behind these guys, and we've never had that before. We've never had a deep second group. And so I think this defense is going to be as deep as it's ever been, but we're also untested in some positions when you start talking about depth on the defensive line as well as that backer.
Coach, thank you.
You got it.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, fellas.